Welcome to the Nevis newscast for Thursday, March 2nd, 2023. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson.
That it is the duty of every government to sustain growth in the economy through the creation of good, high-quality paying jobs and expand opportunities for entrepreneurial development in a manner that improves the livelihood and standards of our people.
Premier and Minister of Finance, the Honourable Mark Brantley, made that assertion as he delivered the Nevis Island Administration's 2023 budget address on February 20th. He said the government will make a concerted effort to collect all arrears of taxes that are due.
We therefore use this opportunity to encourage delinquent taxpayers to immediately formalize a payment arrangement with the various departments of government for the payment of any taxes and fees that are in arrears. As in previous years, we will continue to implement stronger tax collection practices designed to reduce the level of arrears, thus raising our tax collection rates. This strategy is already showing signs of success, with increases in tax revenue for the period 2022 when compared to previous years. We will also continue to work with the federal government to amend the value-added tax legislation to remove the single filing mechanism, thus allowing for all companies operating in Nevis to file and pay their VAT in Nevis. Moreover, we will seek assistance to amend the relevant sections of the Companies Act, including Section 245, subsections 2 to 5, and also the Income Tax Act, so as to allow all business entities operating in Nevis to register, file, and pay their corporate income taxes in Nevis. Coupled with this will be the streamlining of our tax concessions policy, limiting exemptions from the various taxes only to areas as prescribed in the relevant legislation or through cabinet policies, or when necessary, to be used as a short-term tool to drive long-term benefits of an increase in levels of business activity, which ultimately lead to increasing employment opportunities for our people.
Premier Brantley also outlined the strategies for Nevis's sustained economic growth and development over the medium term.
1. Ensuring the business environment is conducive to attracting high-quality investment, employment creation, and economic prosperity in emerging areas such as informatics and energy. 2. Accelerating agricultural transformation for enhanced food sovereignty. 3. Investing in infrastructure development such as roads network, energy, water supply, and our airport to improve on connectivity and investor attractiveness. 4. Investing in our social infrastructure for quality and accessible healthcare services, as well as our social safety net programs to reduce the burden of vulnerable households. 5. Developing human resource capacity through expansion and improvement in quality education, especially in areas that require technical skills to prepare our people to take advantage of the employment opportunities in new and innovative sectors. 6. Continue to take greater steps to close fiscal imbalances by lowering the current account deficit and controlling expenditure.
Premier and Minister of Finance, the Honourable Mark Brantley. The Inland Revenue Department is implementing a new tax revenue management system as part of its commitment to improving the service it provides to its customers. A press release issued by the Inland Revenue Department says updating its customers' records is a vital component to introducing a new system. The Inland Revenue Department will be launching a validation and cleanup exercise during 2023. This is to ensure that registration and transaction data are up to date and accurate for the smooth transition to the new tax revenue management system. The first phase of the cleanup exercise will commence during the first quarter of 2023. It will focus on ensuring customers' registration data is up to date and complete. The Inland Revenue Department is asking its customers to comply when contacted to provide details or verify existing registration and contact details, including business name, mailing address, telephone numbers, and email addresses. When visiting the Inland Revenue Department, taxpayers are also encouraged to have on hand 2 pieces of valid government-issued IDs and proof of address to update their records. For more information, contact the Inland Revenue Department at 465-8485 in St. Kitts or 469-5856 in Nevis. Still to come, cricket icons to join in a celebration of El Camino Willet. The details after this break.
Tune into NNC on MTV. Don't worry if you don't have cable either. NNC will bring the news to you wherever you are. Facebook and Facebook Live. YouTube and YouTube Live. NevisTVOnline.com. Roku app, NTV mobile app, Smart TV, Apple TV, and any other IPTV platforms. When me ANC and you ANC, NNC.
Welcome back. A number of local, regional, and international cricket icons are expected to join the Nevis Cricket Association to honor El Camino Willet at a gala event to be held on March 9th. That is according to the association's president, Carlisle Powell.
But we did say from September last year that we were having the gala and asked people to start making reservations. So we are completely sold out, which is a tremendous response to the work of a great man, El Camino Willet. 50 years ago, on 9th of March, he stepped out in Barbados on Kensington Oval as the first person from the Leewards to play cricket for the West Indies. And we are still absolutely delighted about that. So we are having this gala, and we expect that we will have a very, very good evening. And there will be reflections, of course. There will be a time when people will be able to discuss not only Willet, but the contribution of Nevis and Nevisians to Leewards and West Indies cricket. So far, I can say that from the team that Willet first played in 1969 in Antigua, that Mr. Livingston Sargent and Mr. Alfred Howell, the 2 persons who were batting when that game ended in confusion in Antigua, have confirmed their attendance and that they will be here at the gala. I also met Mr. Morton, better known as Jig, who was a youngster in that 1969 team. He was here in the park a couple of days ago. And so we intend to have a good time.
The Nevis Island administration is sponsoring the gala event dubbed Classy at 50 with a contribution of $50,000. On February 22, 2023, the Division Heritage Village celebrated 20 years since its establishment. To commemorate the anniversary, the Ministry of Tourism will host an official celebration from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Friday, March 3rd at the Division Heritage Village. Premier and Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Mark Brantley, says the public is invited to the event.
We ask you to mark the date, because the event will be marked by a ceremony, cultural presentations, and sale of traditional culinary items such as goat water, black pudding, potato pudding, cook-up, hot bread and butter, and local drinks. During the celebrations of the 20th anniversary of the Nevisian Heritage Village, we will see the opening of the on-site restaurant Heritage Cafe by Mrs. Sophia Wallace, and that will accompany the Heritage Gift Shop that is there as well. The general public is asked to attend as we again try to build out these various facilities which are a critical part of our tourism infrastructure.
As noted by Premier Brantley, the Division Heritage Village is the brainchild of former Deputy Premier and Minister of Tourism, the late Honorable Malcolm Kishad. It is a lasting monument to the country and its cultural heritage to ensure that its past is never forgotten. And that's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I am Bronte Swanstead Hendrickson. Thank you for viewing.